are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing.
Haaland! It's hit the upright. That's going to go a long way. Nakata. Now it's Batistuta. Looking for options for movement. It's Van Basten! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Getting up there! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Cross from Cafu. And it's hoisted clear. Haaland. Now it's Dembele. Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! He's beaten. Goal! Hellas Verona! And Hellas Verona have the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Pumas are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And here's Batistuta! Frustratingly close. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Nakata. Probing pass. Could read, needed to be. That was not possible. It's Van Basten! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's in a good position here. Gabriel clears without hesitation. Now it's Van Basten. Batistuta! And it's in! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rodri.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
DiMarco proves just a little bit too strong. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Haaland.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cafu. Oh, can he get onto this? He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Dembele. No, that was never going to make it. Thinks about the shot. Batistuta. Now it's Van Basten. He's beaten the last man. Van Basten hits a shot! And it's a goal! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to.
And that is all they have time for. Pumas have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. And we are up to the break.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Pumas are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And we are back underway. Rodri going forward. Great vision. Pasta. That's not the cross he had in mind. Francisco Conceição. Now, can they get him away? It's Van Basten! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Van Basten really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, good effort! And now they can spring out of defence. Hakimi.
Kenapa?
Interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Batistuta. An hour into the second half. Oh, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's been hooked away. Barella.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that could spell trouble. Threads one in. Big chance! And yes, it's there! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Coming on the field is...
Once again, this all square again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Conceição, just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Haaland.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Batistuta touches it back. Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Substitution for Pumas. Number 30.
Pumas making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And Basten going after that. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Batistuta. Martinez. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Verona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quit.
Haaland! That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Substitution for Pumas. Number 27. Serginho.
Cannavaro has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
And this is the big chance. Zielinski! Oh, he's hit the bar! straight at the keeper.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
There will be 5
And here's
minutes
Haaland.
added time.
5 minutes to add. It's a sharp little ball here. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Musiala. Kupchu. And it's Chiellini. Oh, good read. And that is as far as it goes. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the one. Have here, there's a real expected buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Pumas.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that would shock the world.
Rodri. Juke. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Drogba. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
One time, excellent interception. And it's Hazard. Pass somewhat off target. Xavi Alonso. And it's Rijkaard. And Nakata. Out towards the flank. Might be to carry finish! And that is well cleared. This looks promising. Nakata. He's having a pop!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Kunde can clear it away. Xavi Alonso. Nicely weighted ball. Jupe is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Either side yet able to find the net. Harrison kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Jupe, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Batistuta chasing after it.
Palmeiras really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Oh, what a mistake! Tries a shot! That is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Oh, that's well spotted. Rodri. Cafu. Enjoy this time. Oh, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. That has been cut short. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Drogba.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, Red, nice interception. That's the end of the first 45. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Please be made
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
Have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
He's in a great Joe! There it is!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And it's Zanetti. Zanetti getting forward. Played up towards the front line. Pass is intercepted. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Palmeiras appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Jupe. It's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Nakata.
Pumas Unam surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period, and the score is 1-0. Tries to play it through, goes for a shot! It's in! And that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Pumas are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage.
Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Oh, that is asking for... There's the shot! And that's it! With so little time left, grandstand finish! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Palmeiras give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Pumas clearly now in lead preservation mode. Cannavaro. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Pumas can finally smile now. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be...
That could spell trouble. No way through. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. This is Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. That looks a good ball through. Shot a goal! Goal! The
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost in all honesty.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nice interception, well timed. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Now it's Van Basten. No, that was never going to make it. That's a throw. Zanetti, and it's Vitinha. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Oh, well measured. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he's cleared it out of harm's way and reclaimed it in a trice. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Danny Olmo, looking for options for movement. Well read, the danger is averted. Rijkaard, Nakata, and this is Van Basten. That has ended up in no man's land. Cafu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that's definitely not his best. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Xabi Alonso, pass somewhat off target. He's quick to return it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Pumas Unam really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Rodri, and it's Nakata. Cafu, pass is just off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Kings goes for the header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Marquinhos. And for the first half, that is that. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Pumas go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
On the evidence of what we've seen, there weren't their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Pumas looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Pumas currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Cafu. And it's Vitinha. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Batistuta going after that. Matthews Cunha. Oh, terrible pass. Shot, surely! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired.
Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, it's come loose. He's found a way through. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Mancini calmly anticipates. Cafu cuts it out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's had it taken off him. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Oh, this looks sharp. Dani Olmo. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Kimmich. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Nakata.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment.
Oh, what has happened here? This is Batistuta. That's a simple one for the keeper. He's only too happy to take that back. Van Basten. Oh, it's come off the upright. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Van Basten. And this is Van Basten. It's a threatening ball. Howson. And that's it. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Their share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until
Oke, terima kasih yang sudah nonton.
after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?